What's going on, creative people? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Pocket Science. Now today we're going to be taking a look at how to build a plane that can take you from one city to another city, or from one airport to another airport. This is done without using any mods, so you can play this in the Bedrock Edition version of Minecraft. Alright, and here is the airport where we're going to be taking off from. So two of the planes that are parked here are this large one and then the smaller black one. Now this is the plane that is going to be doing the taking off. So let's go and take a look inside, shall we? Here's our little access ramp. So we can access the plane from this point. And as you can see, there's a seating area and there's a flying area. Now the instructions are pretty easy. The lower lever is the takeoff sequence and the upper lever is the landing sequence. So let's give that a go, shall we? And now we have arrived at the next airport. So there's a simple process going on here using command blocks, which I will show you in a second. But just to really let you know that we've arrived at a different place, I'm going to step outside and we're going to take a look at where we are now. So this is a different terminal with a still incomplete airport. So the plane has now arrived here, and it can also take you back to the other city where we came from, which is Neon City. So we got to do the takeoff sequence again. And when we are ready to land, we hit the usual button. And we're back at Neon City Airport. So, what is happening here is that when you hit the bottom lever, you will activate a command block, which is a play sound command. This play sound makes it sound like the plane's engines are switching on. Now, if you want to make sure that it sounds exactly the same when you're doing this, make sure you copy this command and try not to make any mistakes with the spelling, since it has to be very exact to work. The second command sequence that is being triggered is the teleport. So this command will teleport the player exactly to the location in the sky where your cloned plane is going to be. So you have to actually build a second plane or clone a second plane into the sky wherever you want it to be, so that it feels like this plane here is then going to be flying. Usually 222 blocks is a good height because you can't exactly see the floor, and it gives the illusion that the plane is actually moving forward. So I've just put in the coordinates of where that plane is above my city somewhere. So wherever you're going to place your plane is where you're going to have to make the teleport command take you to. The next command that's happening is that you're also triggering an effect sequence. This makes you have a blindness potion effect for 5 seconds. And that's what creates the illusion of everything going dark outside, which transitions to the plane flying in the sky. So let's try that again. As you can see, all 3 effects are being triggered. Blindness, teleportation. And if we take a look at this plane now, we can see it's just hanging in the air, it's not actually moving. But the person who's doing the button pressing on the inside doesn't need to know that. They just experience that it's like a plane taking off, flying in the air, and then arriving at its destination. So these blocks give the illusion of flight. The block down here is set to play a sound of the elytra. It is looping, and as you can see on the left here, repeating and always active. That means that it makes it sound like there's an engine that's on when you're flying in the air. These ones do the exact same thing. And so all that creates is the sound that makes it feel like there's engines that are operating underneath your feet. So when we go far away, we can't hear it. But as we come close, now, once you initiate the landing sequence by pressing the lever at the top, this command block gets activated and it will teleport you to the position of the plane at the other airport. So the plane is parked in both airports all the time, which allows you to travel back and forth. And now we're here. So this exact same sequence of events can be done in reverse. When I want this plane to take me back to Neon City, all I have to do is hit the button. The sequence of play sound is activated, which makes it sound like engines are coming on. The teleportation sequence is activated, and I get blind for 5 seconds so I can't see the outside environment while the plane is pretending to take off. What you do have to make sure of is that there is a bit of a delay on the ticks, because otherwise you will teleport straight away without experiencing the blindness and without experiencing the sound of the engines coming on. So those two things need to happen before you're teleported, so that it creates an illusion. One more time. And now we're back on another airplane that's flown into the sky, which will take you back to Neon City. So this one triggers the same effects when you press the button. Blindness, as you can see on the right, flashing eye, teleportation, and you're back at your starting point. So the cool thing is, if you have a big realm with multiple spots that you need to fly to from place to place, you can have these airplanes parked in your airports, and each airplane will take you to a different spot. So we have multiple cities in this realm, and that's the handy part of having so many planes. You can actually use each plane for a different destination. Alright, cool. That is it for today's episode on how to build a plane that actually takes you from place to place without using any mods and makes it feel like you're flying for real. If you're gonna go and try and replicate this on your own console, good luck, and let me know in the comments if it worked for you and if you needed any other pointers. Until then, stay tuned for the next episode of Minecraft Pocket Science.